Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you at DKR. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone and be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Now here's Manning. Taking a shot on the first play. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Quick give. It's Smothers. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Madness. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long.
Yeah, dog.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout.
Trying to get some practice, dog. I gotta get better at this shit.
The ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Yeah, me either, dog.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can.
Arch is going to throw for it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wideout. Try the right side with Brown. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Pulls it. Now the pitch. Powers through the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for a crease. It's Smothers. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Here's Arch to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Manning throws to the tight end. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires it incomplete. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff, it's Smothers. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Manning. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Texas. A quick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Hell yeah. He thought it was sweet.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but
what a job to lay out and make the catch. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Here's Manning to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Under pressure. Right side, it's Wingo. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
To throw, Manning. Right on target this time. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Looking to the end zone. Caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Out wide right, it's Townsend. They will score! Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Great place to start for this offense. Hits inside, it's Smothers.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Manning. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Comes it upfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Texas!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if you kick the extra point here, you tie it up, but you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Arch Madness. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Rashad Downs going up top. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He's going to fire deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Arch is going to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Brown. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Yeah, he quit, dog. That shit crazy. Yeah, see, you can't do that no more. Just do one thing. They got settings to stop that shit now. I think that's why they put all that in the game now, so you can stop it. Will stop people doing the same thing over and over. I think that's why they got all that extra stuff. Oh, you gotta go. Let me see. So you go to play, then you go to the road to college football playoffs, and then to edit depth chart. That's tight too. I like that. They keep you having to pause. Yeah, that's nice. They put a lot into this game. Man, that's what I'm saying. Slow, and then it ain't as neat. Like this, the presentation, like all this here is neat. Look at that. Like you can load your roster, you can reset the schedule. So if you ain't doing good in the seasons, instead of playing games, you can just reset it. You got your stats leaderboard, objectives. Yeah, I like that part too. Then you got all the teams. You can't get bored out, so you can play with different teams. And then on top of that, you can search. Like if you get tired of playing against the best teams, you can search by tier. Like I like that too. It forces people to have to play with different teams. And you got the mascot. I gotta try that out. The mascot mashup. Let me see. It's here. Road to Glory. It's a lot of nice shit. Yeah, exactly. The training part, I like that. Kind of learn a little bit more about the game. I did a little bit of it. Let's see. Like the mini games, that shit help you get better. Man, it do. So many kids, dog. Just looking at the rosters and shit. Oh yeah, yeah, that was tight too. And they got some freshmen. It's pretty good.
Great to have you with us from Faurot Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Washington Huskies and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with Coach Eli Drinkwitz before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All wideouts, no backs. Throwing Simmons. Look out. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Still looking to his right. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And there he goes. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. This offense has it with really good field position. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing, Williams. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Goes high to pull it in. Touchdown, Washington. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets this progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Deep in the end zone, it's Roberts. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. They'll give it to Hardy. There he goes. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keeps it himself. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. They're all over him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. On the return. Looks as if the defense was a little too... And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They'll give it to Washington. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Sneaks it himself. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Huskies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Yeah, that shit nice. I like how they changed that. Do you like that?
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding the stay home,
it's more realistic.
play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Working that left side now. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Yeah, that's true.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Leaves it in his belly. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
What camera you play on? Do you play on this one or you zoom in?
Right side, it's Moss. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I like to see the whole
I don't know
field.
if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt.
Now that I gotta practice.
Missed it. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Simmons. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Washington. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
If you're laser focused on defense and you're dialed into the quarterback and you're breaking on the football when he throws, you get a lot of tips, you get a lot of deflections, and then it just happens to bounce to your guy, and your guy does the rest, takes it all the way back to the house. Big play by this defense.
Nah, I ain't even know that. Dang, that's tight.
Through the end zone, they'll bring it out to the 25.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. That's nice.
First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Throws it deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Damn, he quit. That's quit. Trying to get better, dog. Gotta get better out here so I can get to the playoffs next season. Trying to get used to how to use certain buttons and all that shit. I know, dog. That was quick. I be wanting to play somebody real hard so I can get better at the game. But see, right now I'm in the recruit. I think I'm at the lower tier. I know, dog. A lot of them trying that. They can't do that no more. And what I noticed, you have to actually match up on defense too. So like if he come out like an I form, if I come out in nickel, I ain't gonna be able to stop it. I noticed that shit matters now. If they 3 receivers, you gotta have 3 nickels out there, 3 corners. I noticed they play better defense like that. That shit nice. They worked hard on this game. Match up. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to match up on D now. Oh, that's nice. All right.
Entering accessibility narration volume set to 100. Subtitle scales the volume of the menu narration. Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how this works. Yep, I did. Man, dog. This shit is nice. So you can literally set the cam how you want it to be. Pre-play. Wow. Damn. That's tight. Do you use Monitor? Damn, it's nice. Damn. You can do it for carrying the ball. Okay. Man, it's unbelievable. This is crazy. Wow. Man, it's unbelievable, dog. Man, that's this unbelievable. If it do what I think it's gonna do, this gonna be crazy. Hmm. Okay, that makes sense. Man, it's gonna feel like a new game, dog. This shit crazy.
Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponent, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustic.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it looks.
To step onto the field, the loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The option, the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
What you want to do it online.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Going long. He's got it down the field. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield and
Yeah, that might be why it ain't doing it.
Carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return as they set up in business.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so momentum-changing play.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11.
I know, dog. Real predictable.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Moore to throw. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Leaping grab for a big gain. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Booster! Moore will throw. Rushes on. Down the seam. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. His coverage unit right on top of it. His drive will open from the 15.
I know, dog.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Out wide right, it's Green. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. LSU quick to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. To the air, it's Levitt. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Dante Moore fires downfield. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
What a nice catch by the
That's how they do, roll out to the right and throw it. It's real predictable.
But there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, it's Durham again. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
What we got to do, we got to be fast. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats.
They on the mic talking and losing.
They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it. It's Durham. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Let's it go to the end zone. Picked off to stop the threat. Powers through. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Left side, it's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Moore makes the catch. It's Davison. Runs through, continues to fight for yards. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, it's Davison.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Third and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the direct snap, it's Davison. Hard running there. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to Caden Durham. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up.
Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Unloads it left. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Punt is in the air. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20.
Appreciate it, dog. Got to play this defense, though.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throwing Moore. Looking to the big tight end. And wings it incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Sees an alley. He breaks a tackle. They make the play, force a fourth down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. More to throw for it on fourth down. Escapes the pressure going right. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
No, dog.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Well, the defense have been doing a pretty good job bottling this guy up. They knew that was a big key in this game, but this guy's got the ability where it just takes one, David, and that was the play right there. Nice vision, able to get into the open field, and his speed did the rest.
And that's why you keep handing him the football. Like, he's going to get stopped, sure, but any given moment, he can make the big play for this offense. They'll keep feeding him because he is that dude.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Moore, play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And when you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Here's Moore to throw. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Moore to the air again. He's got him this time. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Straight ahead, it's Hill. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Dante Moore going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Nice job by the
3
defense.
points.
They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Big as your mouth is. I'm surprised you took 3.
You want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Right side, it's Harris. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The give to Caden Durham.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for the edge. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like, this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that game.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's pushed out of bounds at the 13 and gives this offense a little room to work. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. The run inside. It's Hill. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moore. He's got the back in the middle. Jake, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Statistic, I still got that shit down packed, dog.
Likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Looking downfield, it's Clement. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead is still full. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Stewart. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And remember, we saw this receiver in the first half have a number of inward-breaking routes, and now in the second half, we're seeing more stuff to the outside. That's a really good adjustment by this offensive coordinator.
Running inside, it's Davison. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop.
Still got to score.
Why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Open field on the right. Touchdown, Oregon. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments, and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Durham. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
He's going to run it. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Right side, it's Berry.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch with these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout.
Wow.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Yeah, and as a defense, you're going one more stop. One more stop. It's fourth down. We're in the 2-minute situation. You know they're throwing the football. You get one more stop. You got the lead. You get the ball back, and this game is over.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can...
Man. Let's hope, dog. Yeah. Pretty good game, dog. I like it. Man, I know. I can't wait. So you have to be really, really. I'm good at his sticks, but I see you have to be really, really up on them though for even better. Nice. Damn. Okay, so some guys can't hit stick first. Okay. That's what I'm wondering too. That I was trying to see. No, dog. Shit is, man, this game, dog. What I love is the fact that the tackle rating versus the ball carrier. Damn. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're gonna take me to the one you talking about. I gotta time this hoe though. Shit is so nice. You actually gotta time the hit stick now. Yeah, that may be why it's doing that then. It just won't do it online. Hopefully they add that to online gameplay, because that'll be nice. Yeah, I definitely need to learn these. I think you were saying something about this too, how to disguise the defense. I want to learn that too. Like be in cover 3, but look like I'm in cover 2 or some shit.
22. Down. Ready. Red 18. Red 18.
Oh, interesting.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18. But hard.
I like how they got this in the game so we can learn.
Ready, ready. But hard. Here we go. Ready. Red 80. Red 80. White 80. White 80. But hard. Hut, hut, hut. Ready. Blue 85. Blue 85.
Okay, I'm gonna see how it works. Man, there's so much shit in the game.
Welcome to beautiful Boise, Idaho. Today, an interconference battle with contrasting styles set to clash. It's the Bowling Green Falcons against the Boise State Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Joel Klatt, and Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us today. Hey, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach Danielson told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not sure what to expect today, but this weather has
Yeah, after I see these camera angles, I'm gonna play me one more of these. Then I'm gonna get on that Call of Duty. You need to get that Call of Duty, dog.
All right, thank you, Holly. Clearly, both teams are going to have to adjust to the weather here today. And the Broncos will kick this deep to start us off.
It's still not doing it, so it ain't got nothing. I guess it. Oh, there it is.
Coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense making their way on the field for this game. It's a young running back who comes in and has played really well. He doesn't feel like an inexperienced guy, Joel, because he has such belief in himself, and it's translated into a huge season.
Chris, to me, the most impressive part is the completeness of his game. He's good in pass protection, which you don't often see for young running backs. We know he can carry the football, but he also catches it well on third down. He really is a complete player.
That shit
A big
nice.
completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that.
He's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bowling Green. He runs it into the end zone.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball.
They need to
right
add
down
this
the
to
field.
online.
You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
Bowling Green, 7. Boise State, 0.
Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the...
Brings it.
Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Menu narration option is set to off. Subtitle
Yep,
accessibility option to toggle menu
So it's gonna do it in the
narration. Audio is
Dynasty
only
too. Then
available when
that's
connected
nice.
to your servers.
I'm glad you did that. You gonna set yours up too, or? Nice. I know that. Go ahead and try it now. know what? I'm gonna try one of these Army teams. Try the wing tee. I like getting these trash teams and going out there and winning and that out there. I know.
One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Monken before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Black Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From deep, it's Lyle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quick give. It's Fletcher. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Release to the back. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to take a shot. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Motion from the back. On the option. Turns upfield. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. That defender reacted immediately when he saw the play and just set his hair on fire toward the ball carrier.
And you got to see those plays. Those plays are very fast. It happens quick. There's no fake to a toss. It's pitching down the outside, trying to get to the wide side of the field. Great job by the defense. You got to set those edges by the defensive end, and everybody fly to the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the right. It's caught. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Army!
I'm a play caller nowadays, man. I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's caught. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the
I
game
know.
throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback. I say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far, but he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on 3rd down. Looks like they're going to be punting.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Canes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Trying to get the corner. Pulls it on the option. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Crosses the 10.
This is why recruiting matters, ain't it, dog?
Hurricane. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off.
Can't get Colorado to be like this. I see what you're saying. That recruiting shit matter.
But they got the points they needed.
Throwing, Mensah. He gets it in.
You can be better than the player, but if your team ain't better, you're going to lose, hell. Still try to win, but I could definitely see the difference in talent.
To throw for the 2-point conversion that is to run anymore, so you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smallwood. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to
exactly.
22.
That shit matters big time.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Breaks Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
The give to the big fullback. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's changing the play. They'll run it with the jet sweep. Driven back.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Black Knights have their offense in high gear.
I know, yeah, I'm gonna definitely hit that. See, I got my shit set to transfer portal program, so that portal is like everything for us.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down.
That's why I was asking you about Bussy.
Pulls it, looking for an alley. He'll toss it. Inside the 35. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
So they chose to just go ahead and kick it, so they're still down by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. And the returner will...
Wow, I didn't know that.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure...
I think because I got my shit set to transfer portal, that I get some sort of advantage. We'll see, though.
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got...
You know, I could have did recruiter. I could have did some other shit. I did portal. Kind of like real life. At Colorado, they like to hit that portal.
Their second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half.
Yeah.
Now on second down.
Oh, wow.
The play fake. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up fourth down. And
oh, wow, that's crazy.
So far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami.
I thought I would have had an advantage or something.
That is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy
I guess seeing the budget is a little bit of an advantage.
That simply cannot happen.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Miami, 21, Army, 14.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Run it with the fullback. Can't get him to the ground. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Changing the routes with his receiver. They'll give him the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's crazy. But I know it's going to be some players in that hole, though. I know that.
Line up for a 2nd down play. Keeps it himself. Keeps it on the option. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Push is ahead. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The Black Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to
Army got a Navy got a pretty interesting offense, though. They love to run.
Quarterback keeps it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the back?
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of money, dog. I got a lot of money.
And using his strength to get him to the ground, that is a baller.
Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete.
Yep,
They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the Gunners.
That's why I can't wait till they play the Natty so we can start looking.
Off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Got a little space. Past the 6. He's forced out of bounds at the 18, and boy, how big is it to get a run like this from that part of the field.
Try to find some players with high hit power, too, for the defense.
Mensah fires left. Makes a connection. They pick up the first down.
Nice, nice.
34, got to be expeditious here.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field, stringing first downs.
Makes the grab in their space. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there Nice pickup on the play. Spotted
Okay,
at the
okay.
32.
Yeah, I'm going all out in the quarter, though. I'm gonna go broke in that hole.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Looking for the score, and they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. On the return, it's Benson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Dangerous throw there. This knocked down and incomplete.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Tells to run, wants to pass. Way off target there.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
2nd and long here. The give, running right, Brown.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Here's Mensah to throw. Left side, it's Brown. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Needs it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Fletcher. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Throwing, Mensah. Between the hashes, it's Vaughn. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense.
Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Hand off to the fullback. Oh, he's got some space.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's down immediately, but they
man, you ain't lying.
Keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their
See, where you get good talent, you ain't got to worry about working as hard either.
We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the ground. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime.
This one of them old school style games, dog.
Got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Turning it on. Fighting off the defender. Got the 1st down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Loss of 2. 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Finds his tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. And the Black Knights want to crank the tempo. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Howard. Makes the grab, and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there, so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver. Really nice job working the outside part of the field. Quarterback, running back on the same page for the nice completion.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them
Man, I needed that.
It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. Touchdown, Army! Great job by the back on the option. That score has us deadlocked, and man, you can just start to feel the energy and the intensity and the drama build.
This entire stadium is on pins and needles. People cannot believe what has just happened. Tying up the game, everyone here expecting a photo finish. I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
One more, dog.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Mensah. Right side, it's Fletcher. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback.
Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high risk. He's going for a big play downfield. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes for this offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on.
We might have an upset alert, Doc.
Play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's why this guy's a good, strong safety. You've got to be able to affect the running game. You've got to be able to play in the box close to the line of scrimmage and make tackles. That time, good stuff.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. This quarterback part of their running game picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And
he finna quit now.
So much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Sticks it in his belly. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do now.
First down without scoring. 3rd down. Drives inside. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Black Knights are threatening on 1st and goal. Tries it on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time.
Man, I know.
Splits the uprights on the chip shot.
I know that nigga mad, dog.
Can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much?
Turn the volume down. I ain't want to hear all that shit.
This is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football.
Appreciate it, dog. Yeah, we're going to try to pull out some shit like that in the league, dog. We got to get the right players that fit the scheme. Cause see, the way Army play, I just played the way they play in real life, dog. Just run. This shit was simple, but it was effective. I know, dog. Them niggas got a nice little scheme. It's boring too. It's old school. But that shit effective though. It's just imagine somebody come out there and an offense like that just running all day. Now that shit is boring. Shit, I'll hit you up later, dog.